Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Surrendered Wife, a practical guide to finding intimacy, passion, and peace with a man, by Laura Doyle. Read by the author.
When I was newly married at 22, I had no idea I would ever call myself a surrendered wife. At that time, the very phrase would have repulsed me. At first, our marriage was blissful. Then I started to see John's imperfections more glaringly, and I began correcting him. It was my way of helping him to improve. From my point of view, if he would just be more ambitious at work, more romantic at home, and clean up after himself, everything would be fine. I told him as much. He didn't respond well, and it's no wonder. What I was really trying to do was control John. The harder I pushed, the more he resisted, and we both grew irritable and frustrated. While my intentions were good, I was clearly on the road to marital hell. In no time, I was exhausted from trying to run my life and his. Even worse, I was becoming estranged from the man who had once made me so happy. Our marriage was in serious trouble, and it had only been 4 years since we'd taken our vows. My loneliness was so acute, I was willing to try anything to cure it. I went to therapy, where I learned that I often used control as a defense. I read John Gray's Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, which gave me some understanding of the different ways men and women communicate and approach life. I talked to other women to find out what worked in their marriages. One friend told me she let her husband handle all of the finances, and what a relief that was for her. Another one told me she tried never to criticize her husband, no matter how much he seemed to deserve it. I decided I would try to follow in these women's footsteps as an experiment in my marriage. Little did I know that I was taking the first baby steps in surrendering, and that doing so would renew our marital tranquility and my self-respect. Today, I call myself a surrendered wife because when I stopped trying to control the way John did everything and started trusting him implicitly, I began to have the marriage I've always dreamed of. The same thing will happen to you if you follow the principles in this program. None of us feels good about ourselves when we're nagging, critical, or controlling. I certainly didn't. Through surrendering, you will find the courage to gradually stop indulging in these unpleasant behaviors and replace them with dignified ones. You will also have more time and energy.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?